Gay films. Alright, so, one evening, not too long ago, a couple of days, I was without meaningful impulse. I was lazy and unmotivated, and as such, I followed the distraction that similarly affected individuals are wont to do. I was not addicted to heroin or meth. That is to say, I was cruising Netflix. Now, as I was cruising this digital library's aisles of suggested viewing material and, well, it's suggested viewing material based on whatever you've watched or whatever's hot at the moment, I came across a rather peculiar, awkward, disconcerting situation. A diamond in the rough, if you will. Well, like I said, you know how I said you pass aisle after aisle of suggested genres of types of films to watch? Well, I had, you know, there was the sci-fi fantasy genre. Who doesn't want a little bit of Barbarella every once in a while? Oops. There was the crime, action, and adventure genre, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not aware was a genre. You could have put a gun to my head and listed, you know, several categories and had that in there, and, you know, asked me to identify the genres, and I would not have been able to figure that one out. There was the because you watch Super Size Me category. Fast food is responsible for all of the heartache, woes, hardship, and problems in this country. It's killing us, and it needs to be stopped. Now, after all those categories, all those genres, what do you think should greet me next? What do you think should be the next thing served up to me as a suggested area of viewership? Sports films? Sports films? The little bit of Remember the Titans? I watch Super Size Me, maybe documentaries, a little bit of Michael Moore, some Bowling for Columbine. I hear it's just like that movie Kingpin with Woody Harrelson. Set with guns. Maybe a dusting of romantic comedies, I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy She's All That. The lead actress in that film she was stunning. Absolutely remarkable. As long as I live, I'll never forget her. The actress, she was, the character's name. Okay, there's Freddie Prinze Jr. What was her name? What was Freddie Prinze Jr.'s name? So, after all that, do you think those might be some reasonable categories for Netflix to suggest to me? For Netflix to go, you might like this. Do you think that might happen? Whatever you said, no. The answer is no. Gay films! Netflix said gay films. I went down the list of genres that it suggested that I watch, and out of the blue, boom, gay films, like a pink lightning bolt. Just, I was sitting there, looking at the genres of suggested viewing material, and Netflix said, hey, maybe you'd like some gay films. I was having a computer program tell me that gay films, gay films, I'm using quotes because that's really what it said, would be an apropos area for me to be involved in. I have no words. I mean, I guess it's not that earth-shattering. I suppose gay films can be a genre. If crime, action, adventure can be a genre. But it's kind of like catching a St. Bernard getting fucked by a tabby. You know, a little orange cat with stripes? Garfield? It's kind of like catching Beethoven getting fucked by Garfield. You stop, you stare, you giggle, and then you question what Rube Goldberg's series of machinations in life led you to this final domino as it falls. I thought I was just settling in for a quiet night of subtle and, reduced irresponsibility. I did not think that for a second I'd have Skynet suggesting that it might know more about my sexuality than I do. Is there like some Andy Kaufman of computer engineering sitting in some remote office cubicle, bathed in the wan light of a computer screen, just chuckling to himself over his bowl of instant ramen and cartoon pornography? That he may have made someone question their life choices through just a few simple jizz-stained keystrokes. Well, if there is, the joke's on that son of a bitch. Because before I browsed through every video in that category, I had to know, and yeah, it was a total sausage party. So, I guess they got the right type of gay for me? I'd simply just thought it was where Netflix kept the Fast and the Furious and Expendables films. Phew. Nailed it.